And the lights have dimmed here in the balcony. This is the Film Room. I'm Jake Turner. This is where you spend your money wisely before you head off to the cinema. Comic book films are getting too serious nowadays. I wish we could just have something that is fun. Well, director Bryan Singer and writer Simon Kinberg bring back the X-Men one more time. After the success of X-Men Days of Future Past, everybody was excited for X-Men Apocalypse. And don't listen to the critics. This is a fun movie. James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, Nicholas Hoult, Oscar Isaac, Rose Byrne, and Evan Peters all star in this action-packed extravaganza. McAvoy, of course, delivers as Charles Xavier. This time around, the X-Men have to deal with Apocalypse, played by Oscar Isaac. And what Singer really does so well in this movie is that he captures the beginnings of how Apocalypse became what he was now in the modern world. Now remember that this is set in the 1980s, as Days of Future Past was set in the 1970s. So you're going to see a lot of different nostalgia. You're going to see some television sets that you haven't seen before, VCRs, you name it, you saw it. But anything that resembles the 1980s is in this movie. Let's talk about the performances. James McAvoy delivers. Fassbender is great. I love the way Xavier and Magneto work together, because sometimes they're just not on screen together, but you can sense that chemistry is there. And let's talk about why this is the beginnings, because they do bring in Scott Summers, and of course Nightcrawler and Angel, and even Jubilee and Psylocke, who is played by Olivia Munn. Now, here's what really worked about this. Sophia Turner as Jean Grey really delivers. She captures what Famke Janssen did so well in the early films. Ty Sheridan, he is the next Joseph Gordon-Levitt. This guy is able to pull off performance after performance after performance, and he only gets better. From Mud to Joe to this, I really like the way he played Scott Summers. And Turner and him have a good chemistry together as Jean Grey and Scott Summers, and I also like the way that they captured Angel. I liked Nightcrawler in this. Cody Smith McPhee, I thought he was really good as Nightcrawler. I mean, forget Alan Cumming. I thought he was great in this movie. This is what I really liked about it, is that not only are the veterans good, but the beginners are good too. The special effects are great. The action is spectacular. The direction by Bryan Singer is spot on. So if you're a fan of X-Men, if you're a fan of comic books from Marvel, this is the movie for you. Is this a perfect movie? Absolutely not. This movie is about 20 minutes too long, but still, I have to give a great recommendation for X-Men Apocalypse. You'll stand up and cheer at the end after you see what they do with Professor Charles Xavier, and Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse is outstanding. I give X-Men Apocalypse a B+. I'm Jake Turner, reminding you to spend your money wisely at the cinema, and as the great Siskel and Ebert once said, the balcony is closed. See you next time on the Film Room.